Hey guys, thanks for clicking. We appreciate that. So today we're gonna do a little cleanup. Nothing major, but we have a bigger hedge, shrub, whatever you want to call it, up against the house that actually I think it's two together that we're gonna remove. We're gonna rip it out. So we're going to bring out the tractor today with the grapple, and we have some straps, and we're gonna see what we need to get it out of there. And we'll show you as we go along, and we have a couple of challenges that are close to it, which we have to be really careful of, and I'll show you what we got. So this is always the fun part. I think the setup and the breakdown sometimes takes longer than the job. Time you get all the straps on and get everything anchored down, the trailer hooked up, make sure you got the right equipment. But anyway, we're gonna break this down. We're gonna get it up there. That's our house. It's up a pretty good size hill. So we have the hill to contend with, which isn't too bad here, but in the back, it's pretty steep. So we gotta be really careful with the machine up there. And I'll show you when we go up. Okay, so here we are up the hill. This is the first spot we're starting here. So we're gonna remove all of this stuff from the house. She wants it taken out. So the choices were cut it out, and then grind the stump out with the stump grinder, or we can rip it out with the grapple or a chain if we need to. So we're gonna try with the grapple first. But the challenges that we have are, being that it's on a hill, that's their power line, which you can see is pretty close. So we got to be real careful of that. And then the ground wire for the service is right down on the ground here. So we got to make sure we don't rip out the ground wire for the electrical service, because there's actually a box right behind there. And then some of that maple tree is actually touching power lines. So I'm going to use my handy dandy gloves, and I'm going to try and cut that maple tree off of that power line first, so we don't interfere or push it with the tractor into the power line. We want to try to not interfere with that as much as possible. So that's where we're going to start, is over here. And then other things too is we have to find out where the water, it's got city water here, we got to find out where the water line comes into the house, so those roots, God forbid, aren't wrapped around that water pipe when we rip it out. So those are things to watch for. Okay. Is that off there?
Yeah.
The grapple might push it into the line, you know? So I was thinking, better idea to chop it first, so we don't hit it at all. So first thing we're going to try and do is we're going to try to go in with the grapple and just see if we can actually grab the head and pull it out that way without any chains or any straps, because if we can do it that way, it's a lot easier. So that's what we're going to try first. So we came out pretty good. The ground wire, as you can see, a lot better coming off the service. Look at the ground, and then it comes all the way out here, and it's all still intact, so that's fine. And then we're gonna grab some of these seedlings with the little strap, and then you know, because there's some pretty big roots on that bush, as you can see. And then we got this mess over here. I'm not 100% sure how we're going to get this all out, but we're going to try to do our best without interfering with that ground wire at all. Okay, so we've got most of that mess out of there. Obviously, once we get it cleaned out, we're going to touch up whatever roots are sticking up out of there. We'll get those out of the way. But I don't know if you can see, but this is a pretty big hill.
We're going up and down it.
It doesn't look it on the camera, but I'm even going up here with the machine, like you can go straight up and down maybe, but it is a very angly, I wouldn't be too comfortable on it. And so now the next thing, she says we can throw the clippings in the woods, but getting in those woods is going to be pretty serious. So I came up with an idea, because I already have the machine over here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the flail, I'm going to fire that up, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a path right in this big heavy brush, because I'm already like pointing that way, and I think we're going to go straight in there, because that way you can't really see it from the road, and you can't really see it because this side of the house there's no windows or anything. So I think that's the plan. It will be easy to grab this stuff with the grapple and just carry it into those woods up there. Yeah, so that's our plan. We're gonna go backwards with the flail first. We're gonna make a little path right in there, and that's where we're going to grab all of this big heavy stuff, and we're gonna bury it in the woods, because going up there is not an option. So there it is, folks. We have it all ripped out. It wasn't so bad. Like I said, we just had a few things to be really careful with. Now we'll go through and we'll fine tune, we'll rake it out, get all that fine brush out of there, whatever roots. Some of these roots are just sitting here like that, and some of them are still in there, but we can get those out, or worst case, we'll just back the flail over here and cut them. Probably use the loppers, but yeah, so that's where we're at. And like I said, we made an area here, and we were able to throw all that brush, because there was a lot more brush, and it looked like it wasn't just a few branches, it was quite a bit. So that'll all go back there, and that's where we're at. This guy's working on the line up there. Okay, folks, so the long haul to the truck, to the job, I think was the toughest part of this job anyway. I reckon we could have drove up the driveway, but I don't usually like to park on people's driveways, new driveways especially, and it is a newer driveway. Just for, you spill something or whatever, so we parked on the street. And I'm walking up this hill. And I'm tired, but let me flip it around and show you what it looks like. Okay, so here's the front area. Came out real nice, clean. We raked it out. Now she can get the house power washed. Needs it badly. And maybe we'll throw some grass seed down. We put all of the stuff up there out of the way. And all that stuff was against the house. We put it out of the way. We pushed back with the tractor, and there was a huge rose something. We pushed back with the grapple on there, and then we went all the way around the top of the property. I'm videoing it from here because I am too lazy to walk up that hill, but we cleaned out a lot all the way around in on that other side over there, and then opened this up a whole lot over here, and like you said, you can see all the way around, but we got a lot of light in there, and looks pretty good and clean. And as you can see, it's a pretty big hill, and it's a brand new driveway, so I didn't want to take any chances because it's not worth it, you know what I mean? Like if you damage the thing, or maybe a can of the two-stroke gas and oil spill on the asphalt, you're talking nightmare, you know. So it's better safe than sorry. Park on the street, you don't have to worry about it. All right, guys, so that's it. It was worked out pretty good. We didn't break anything. We didn't get electrocuted, even better. We didn't roll the tractor down the hill. So there was a lot of positives to this job. It was a little tough because of the property and getting up that hill, and I think I'm still out of breath from walking around up there. But we got it done, and also we didn't get rained on because it's supposed to be thunderstorms today. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Peace.